for sure. Okay, call the meeting to order for the Wabash County Drainage Board for September 2nd, 2025. First item on the agenda is approval minutes from the previous meeting in August, right here. The 18th.
I'll move we accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Next is the Frank Trust.
The balance that we have so far that we've spent out is 4,488. And I checked with Banning and they do not have any outstanding bills for the Frank Trust drain. So that's what we have. Taylor's bid bond check was 3,377.50. So it's just whether you wanted to have him add some more in.
Yes, I would talk to Taylor and just add a little bit more in there.
Okay. And then you're gonna have to have a continued hearing on this.
Mhm.
Do you have a date in mind for the continued hearing?
What, 2 weeks?
Next drainage board meeting?
Yeah.
Can we get it in time?
Does that give us enough time to advertise it?
Well, you don't advertise it, you've already.
Already just continued it so many times, okay.
Yeah.
I
So
would,
you contact them?
I'd say next
I
board
sent my
meeting,
letter.
Yeah.
Says,
yeah,
yep, so the next meeting.
yep. Sixteen, no,
15th, I think.
15th. Cause it'll be on a Monday, not Tuesday,
Correct.
yeah. Okay. Next,
Okay, Joe Miller from Beginning Engineering is replacing Max at this point. You just met Max and.
Yeah. Sorry.
And we were working on the bid docs for the Henry Kefauver, the bid docs for the Staver Ekman, and then we have preliminary plans for the Ray Feiger. So Joe's brought everything together here and he's going to present him and Aiden will be.
The Kefauver and the Staver Ekman have been done for a while. It's just a matter of across the bid. So we can start off with the, and I'm not sure exactly how all of it. So the Staver Ekman, is that running through the drainage board or is that through commissioners?
Kind of a little of both since they're the same people,
Okay.
but Staver Ekman is one where you decided to do with CETA.
is that the one for Dave Dale then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And Joe's given me the amount of acreage, so I need to get the appraisals done for that real quick here.
That was supposed to happen still this fall.
If we can get it this fall.
We can bid it. So that's the part that we're going through now. Okay, what makes sense? So you need at least 3 weeks. We've got everything pulled together. How many calendar days you want, when you want it completed by, and there's several things that you'll want to outline. And I'm assuming you have some local contractors who'll be more than happy to try to pull this off. So
I know you have 3 right now that's interested, so.
all right, so if we look at the dates as far as collecting the bids in, if you want to do it on your normal, there's 2 options. Every county does it a little bit differently, but there's 2 options you can do. You can actually collect them a couple of days prior to the meeting, read them aloud, and then that allows staff to kind of go through the bids and then make a recommendation when you have your next meeting, your next official meeting, and take action on that. Or you can open them the day of and then basically allow staff to sign off on the contracts based off the review of how the bids came in, make sure they're all in order. Most of the time there's no trouble either way. Occasionally you'll get something where a bid needs to get thrown out because they didn't put the bid bonds in or whatever else, something like that. So I'm not sure what way you guys would prefer to go on that.
You've done both in the past.
It doesn't matter to me either
Yeah.
way.
So if you're in September, you've got meetings coming up on the only remaining meeting is the 15th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then your next meeting will be the 6th of October, which is probably gonna make it a little bit tougher for a contractor to get it all the way. You're gonna run out of good
Good weather,
days
yeah.
to get that done.
You think it's possible to get by the 15th?
I don't I don't think the rule, I don't think we can get, I think the earliest we could get it is like
The 20th, something.
the week of the 22nd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You could have a special meeting that, like later in that week to get started. I don't think it's a really long job once it gets going, but I'm afraid to tear that up and then not get a stain of grass on
Yeah.
the bank.
Mhm.
Um,
Were we waiting for Cross to be off of there too?
Not
Or we were just gonna
necessarily,
say, hey, we got some crop
because
off.
they thought they had enough of a filter strip there that it wouldn't affect too
Okay.
much for them.
Okay,
but that's,
I think we're at the October 6th. So I don't think we'll be able to get the 15th.
yeah, we can't make the 15th, so we can collect it sometime, I'll get with Sherry, we'll collect it sometime the week of the 29th of September, and then we'll be able to have a chance to go over it, and you guys can take action that next,
On the
On the
sixth.
sixth.
on the 6th, as moving forward with the contractor.
Okay.
As far as, I know you're wanting to do, is it from the financial piece perspective, is it one of those where it needs to get done this year? From a budgeting perspective, or is it something that can roll
You-
over?
Shelley has at least part of it set aside for this year.
Mhm.
I assume she can encumber it.
I would like to get it done this year, but I mean, we run out of days. Just
The
have
only
to
thing I
go
worry
for
about
it.
is you're gonna pin a contractor in pretty tight,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the weather, once it goes, it's gone.
Mhm.
You're not. And sometimes the middle of October is great, sometimes it's not,
Correct.
so.
Right.
And also it'll probably be next year, because will they have
Probably
time in
better
their
if it was
schedule to
next
get to
year.
it either? I mean, they probably booked up too.
Well, if
Right.
Wheeler gets it, he won't have the truck.
Well, that's true. You never had a Frank Trust. So
Well, they might have it, we don't know.
Yeah.
that's
They
true.
could change their mind again in the next meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's the one thing I'm not sure.
I'd say
Best
we
way to
plan
play
on the
this.
6th, and if we got weather and we can get done, great. If not, we'll
So
encumber it and.
we need to put in the completion time frame. So that was the other thing, so. When do we want to tell them to get it completed, because that affects their price and do all those things.
It affects crops next spring, and it
Mhm.
affects a lot of different things.
Well, but you said you thought there was enough.
I'm afraid if the sixth, we do it on the sixth, that's gonna be a pretty short.
Do we do a
Yeah.
special meeting on that Monday, the 25th? 25th,
I
22nd.
don't know if week's gonna buy you enough.
Not gonna buy enough?
It's just, you never know what the contractor's schedule,
Right.
and what I'm afraid will happen, and this is open discussion, so you guys can talk, but what you'll see happen sometimes if especially a local guy doesn't feel like they're booked up and they just won't bid on it,
Right.
right? So you'll have some folks that won't bid on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there's maybe a way we could tailor this, like, hey, you have a choice. You can either get it done, and we need it done by the end of November, or you can start it March 1, but you have to have it done before April 15th or whatever, something like that.
Yeah,
We have
Like, so
a,
go too.
that's what I was wondering though, but if you could say two,
you could do either one of
Either
those,
one.
right? But we don't want you working in the middle of winter.
right,
You're just gonna mess stuff up. So either
Correct.
you choose this one or you choose this one. And you open it up and close it down in that time frame and get the seating going.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can work something out where we phrase it that way. We give everybody like a 6-week time period to get something done. Either way, that should be plenty to get it
I feel
done.
like November 15th to get that seated in is gonna be,
I think the
That's
end of
things-
November, you get temporary seed on there, you get some wheat growing on
yeah.
it, some oats.
Weather's right, I mean, I had the best grass.
right.
I'm gonna
planted
say,
in
I
December
don't know,
one time.
December has been pretty mild, but that's gonna probably change at some point.
This year.
Yeah, I mean, we
If
can
have
put it
this
this-
project, it'll be this year.
I just don't want them working-
Yeah,
I would agree, I'm just saying, I think, put that stipulation, if we could do it on both ends.
that sounds.
Cause I want,
agreeable to-
if you start it on this time frame, I want you to finish it
Yes.
Yeah.
really
Right.
quick. And that's kind of what we want to make sure they understand. Like,
Yep.
you have one of these two options. You can start it this, you have 6 weeks to
Pray
do
for no
it.
rain.
Yeah,
And that's probably what we'll do. We'll just have like 6 weeks, and you got
Yep.
6 weeks from start date. And it has to be done by this time,
yep,
and then you can't start again. It has to be completed by that time,
Mhm.
or you
Or
can
you
choose
can
this
do it
one.
then.
yeah,
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, I do
Not
too.
pin ourselves in on either side.
Okay. that'll have to take some explaining, to make sure we do that correctly when we're talking. to
Yeah.
contractors. But I think they'll appreciate it too. That way they know they get started.
Gives them some flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If something drops out, like, you know, the Frank Trust, they can throw it in there, things like that.
but we all know trying to do some of that work around Christmas time all the way through February, this isn't, that's just not,
No,
it's not gonna work. Okay,
And that's for the state Rackman.
mhm.
yeah. So with that one, do you guys wanna open? So we'll read them aloud. I'll get with Sherry on a time frame to do that the week before. And then that'll
Are you
just be
open
ran.
to any special meetings?
No, we have to
If
be,
you wanna just stick it with
I think-
October.
I think it's October 6th, just
Yeah.
put it in there.
So we'll just do that. Well, yeah, we'll plan on awarding the contract on October 6th. They get their bonds together
Gotcha.
and whatever else
Yep.
they need to do. And then we give them 6 or 8 weeks to get it done.
Yep.
This year. Before shutdown.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that'll work. I can get with Sherry on that one, and then, we've got the Henry Kefauver. Now that one on the legal side of things, is that appeal ran out yet?
September the 4th. This week.
Okay,
Thursday.
okay.
At the end of the day, so you might as well say September 5th.
Yeah,
All right. We don't necessarily have to push that one as quick then, I don't think, but you guys, I don't know when you guys want it to get done. You want to get done?
They wanted it done before spring planning next year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Everything right now.
but I mean, it's not our fault that, and you've had the court kind of through it.
yeah.
We've
I'm
got,
saying that's when they wanted it.
We're gonna get it done when it's
They're
weather
gonna-
breaks, and they're the ones that held this up, a group of them.
yeah, that's why I was asking.
Your contractor's gonna probably wanna work in July, August.
They would prefer that, so that's why I'm
Mhm.
asking the question, what makes sense?
Sounds great.
Okay,
You're gonna have crop damage then that you probably wouldn't have had
Yeah, probably.
doing it this fall, but
all right. Well, do you want to collect those at the same time? And
That's up
award
to the
that at
board.
the same,
If they're both ready to go, I guess it's probably not a bad idea
Yeah,
doing
might
the
as-
same time,
Might as well.
rip the Band-Aid off.
yeah. We'll do that.
Be for October
As
6th.
far as the time frame goes for completion, we've got obviously got State Road 13 and we got the railroad to deal with.
yeah, I don't wanna push it because there's a lot there you want.
So is that from a completion standpoint? They can start whenever, but completion standpoint, you thinking June, July of next year,
If
or
they start in the spring, yeah, I think there's a lot to that, especially with
Mhm.
NDOT and the railroad both. And I know how both of those work on time frames.
it's an open cut on NDOT. And so they'll have to pave it and all that stuff. So you're not gonna be able to do any of that stuff till probably May. You're not gonna be able to close that up until then.
Yeah,
And they don't really want you to have stone sitting in their trench forever either,
Mhm.
so.
Mhm.
I don't see that thing getting started until probably. We should probably put, hey, you can't start it until a certain time frame, because you don't want them going through that and
Correct.
having to. So we could probably put a stipulation
Will
there
that be
about
the
you
first
can't
part of
open cut.
project or towards the end of the
No, that's
project.
kind of in the middle.
In the
Right,
middle,
But we could put a stipulation, you can't open cut NDOT until.
May 1st or whatever.
April 15th or something,
Yeah.
so that you know that you have the ability to pave it really quick.
Sounds good.
Cause they'll probably do it in
I know
halves.
NDOT's waiting on a phone call from us because they need to get it in their budget.
Okay. All right, so with that being said, I mean, it's big pipe, but it's only a half mile, so it's not tremendously
Right.
long. I would say if we give them a little bit of flexibility, something in July would be probably,
I was gonna say the middle of August.
Let's say April 1 or whatever, be,
yeah, we can do middle of August completion. they'll be. All right. And we'll work on having a free bid. It's something we can do outside of this. I'll just work with
Yeah,
Jerry.
maybe one pre-bid on this one.
Yeah, I would think that, I think both would probably make sense. At least they can go out and have a chance to look at it and ask some questions,
I know, I agree with you.
because they're a little bit unique. With how they're done. And we want to make sure we've got, all the railroad documentation in there, make sure they know that they understand that they have to provide all the insurance and all that stuff for them, even though that, yeah, okay. I think that takes care of that. And then we have the rates figure, we extended this drain. I don't have a cost estimate yet, but we've extended it through county road there, the old state road.
Well, what is it, 550?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, we've got a list of the old bridge for State Road 55 plans, but that's 550 north. So you've almost got a mile of. We go from 30 to 24. We're still at 24 at the upper end of this. So.
And I know they probably want to stop it at the branch, but we had landowners out there ask us about going on. So while they're working on it, I said, just take it all the way, and then we've got it. So we'll have an extension if we need.
So on this one, do you want us to put together the reconstruction report and we can present that? On this.
I've done my report to them.
Yeah, so we'll get the estimate together and get that report together so you can present on the 6th and.
Okay.
And then set the hearing
Yeah,
dates.
just make that other one like an alternate.
Okay,
Stop it at the branch where the branch comes in,
okay,
but then rest of it's an alternate.
okay.
Or a little beyond, wherever Max had it stopped to begin with.
Yeah,
Just-
we've got
I
that.
think it was just a little bit beyond.
Okay, we can do that. One question that will come up is when we're putting together our specifications on the highway crossings. You know, there's Cole's no longer.
Now,
right?
we haven't introduced you to
Okay.
Ryan. Ryan took Cole's place.
There we go.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I have no answers.
But we'd written in the specs that it was. The county would provide the stone in the right of
Which
way,
is our normal.
and I think they paved it too, right?
They have with our reconstructions.
Right, so I'm not sure if I want that to continue or not, but I just kind of throw that out there. That's something that we'll need to figure out. Because that does matter in how we're doing, so at the present time, we'll probably keep it the way it is.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be
Mhm.
my choice.
okay. Perfect, that helps out. Make sure we've got that squared up as well.
Then you can get with Ryan and loop him in what that is.
Yeah, I'll get a card and give you my card and
Yeah, because usually they bring in the stone for the backfill and then haul, if there's any old,
Spoils. or whatever.
yeah, pipe or whatever that goes, and they'll haul that away.
I think that's all I got. For needing, we'll get with you on the advertisement. Had Max ran it over online yet, or is he doing it all? So we've got a new bid express thing.
Yeah,
Does it
the
online.
last one we did that way, it was a little confusing to me to get started with it. Because I couldn't see who had picked up bids or whatever, but he
Okay.
was sending me
The
then the
updates.
emails, yeah.
So we'll make sure we do that and give you the updates on it. It's been,
Couple of
It's
our
been-
contractors didn't really care for it, but it's something new for them, so.
yeah, the local guys sometimes have a little bit more apprehension getting started on it, but we can also send.
Kirk who wants to bid the key favor, so,
Yeah, we can always have a few print off and we'll just put them on there.
Okay.
I mean, we really need the local guys to bid these things.
yeah, and he sent them to me, and if they wanted to pick them up in the office, they
You
could
just
come
print
in and get them from me too, that way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, from a drain perspective, I think that's pretty much all. Unless you have something else you wanna
Now, like,
go through.
did you have any questions for Joe on any of these?
No.
Okay, now while Joe's here, he also wanted to talk to you about the ordinance.
Yeah.
kind of an update
Zoning
on
ones. I-
the planning commission.
Mary worked a lot, Mary and Dennis worked a lot, and pulled together a lot of this stuff. And I don't know how you guys want to move forward, if you want staff to do it, or if you want us to look at doing kind of the overhaul for it. There's a lot to overhaul, like it's a heavy lift. Like I don't know how many man hours we have to do it, but new exhibits, a lot of stuff. So we've thrown together a number on it. I don't know if you guys, we budgeted like 85, which is less than what a new ordinance typically is, but it's still pretty expensive. I understand that it could be problematic. I know how budgets are. But if you guys want to look forward through that, we could potentially work something out where we might be able to lower it a little bit to figure out if that would suit for you guys, if there's a number you need to hit, but just kind of trying to value some of those things. But there's a pretty significant list of stuff, and we can forward that on too, but there's just a lot of things that need to get done in order to really kind of put it where it should be for how you guys want to operate through the planning commission. It was a little bit, it was ended up being a little bit more than what I think we even thought, even though you were pretty adamant that there's a lot needs to get done. It was pretty substantial. It's almost a rewrite. It's basically redoing the whole thing.
I don't think we do it here. I don't think we have the manpower. You guys are busy enough, aren't you?
Well, it's not me, it's the
It's
planning commission.
planning commission.
Jen and Brian.
And they've been going through it, but I don't know what they've.
It's been said, when did you submit? When did she send all the corrections that needed to be looked at?
Probably
no.
6 weeks ago or something. And we were planning on making a full presentation to the
Yes.
plan commission and talking through that, but I kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up. It's like, hey, this is kind of where it's at.
Are you doing this Thursday?
Huh?
Are you doing that Thursday?
No, we hadn't scheduled anything. I wanted to
Okay.
talk to you guys first to see how you guys wanted us to.
I don't know that
Think
they've
about it.
approached you guys about coming in and doing that final talk.
No, there's a little bit of a, yeah. Cause we're kind of working through Sherry to get to do it, so I don't know. They've been working back and forth and
Mhm.
staying in contact, but.
It's just like all the invoices weren't coming, and then they laid an invoice over on my desk. When I was gone the one Friday and I come in, it was like $6,000, oh, past due, and I'm like, why hasn't this been paid?
Yeah.
So I got that taken care of. So it's a little bit,
I'm not sure we got the manpower
I
to,
don't-
I know they're still working on
That's
chapter
my-
5.
I don't think it's too
Last
much.
few weeks, I agree. But I don't know, there's
How many
my
chapters
place
are
to
there?
say.
They're on 5 and.
I mean, 5 was the biggest one. I know Jen's
I mean-
Jen's the one that's been going through it.
we kind of.
I'd have to look at it. I didn't dig it. This is not my bailiwick, but there's 13 or so that we've talked about amending pretty significantly. I see, right?
And they're on 5.
See,
They've
the longer we
had it
wait
for a
trying
while.
to get this put together, the longer we're struggling with things that aren't correct.
I agree.
Right,
And people are having to do things that's, we
Right.
don't feel is right, but it's in the ordinance, so.
Right.
And it takes some time. It'll take some time anyway. You have to
Even
have
if
the
we agree
hearings.
to it, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take most of next year if you started. Just because that's how long it takes to
Mhm.
do all that, so.
I don't think it's an option. I think we have to do it.
I think so
Then
too.
you're gonna have to look at funding.
We just gotta
Where's-
figure out the funding part.
Correct.
Always the funding part.
It'd be easy,
Everything'd be easy if we had the funding all the time.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Check with Shelley.
Yeah, I think we need to
I'm
talk.
thinking that may be something that has to come out.
add
and
that to
see
the
it.
list of things to do.
Mhm.
But so from budget numbers, Mary did a really good job putting together how long she thinks it would take. For man hours, she had 85,000 in there. I'd be okay at 70 if we could figure out something to get to that point. Cause I know you guys need to do it. It's something like just hearing some of the issues that
Yeah.
plan commissions about not being able to put a little shed on a lake property. It's like good grief.
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
He's been wanting to do that. But yeah, and just like those little things like a deck added on and stuff comes over to us for drainage.
Yeah,
I don't, that's a lot of.
Hmm.
Cause I know when you helped us with our ordinance, we tried to set it so those little things wouldn't come over to us.
Yes, so what happens is that. Especially when stuff gets borrowed from the bigger municipalities, they have more staff to do a lot more stuff. And like. And they for some reason want to enforce a lot more things
Mhm.
where, it's really not that big of a deal. I grew up in Miami County. Somebody wants to put a little something somewhere that like, this is not a big deal. Like but down there, you got a big subdivision and it's got people bunched up together and it's just it's apples and oranges from what you really need to like manage perspective. So, and we run into it at different communities where they're poaching from California and New York to say, oh, well, we need to do this. It's like, no, you don't, we're Indiana. Like,
yeah.
let's do it.
Doesn't fit us, yeah.
Yeah, so trying to make sure the ordinance fits where you guys are at is pretty important.
So I think it's next step is talk to Shelley, figure out where the funding comes from and then get that ball rolling.
Yeah, but you'll
It's
need
on
to
the
talk to
list.
Brian and Jennifer too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that may have to come out of CETA,
Mm-hmm,
probably would be the logical.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, and how do you want them to do their final, I mean, the first set, we still had that meeting.
yeah, we need to do that.
And I didn't know how you wanted to fit that in.
If we're gonna do that, I just need to know when we need to do it. I don't know if you guys wanna be there or not to listen to it. I don't know how that.
Probably.
yeah.
I'll be there.
It'll be all depending on.
When it is.
When it is. Travel a lot, stuff. for work.
Okay, I get it.
Well, if it's not the one this Thursday, then maybe we can do the one in November.
Oh, this
They're
is the-
October.
I-
Oh, this is October.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, that's right, October,
Like,
October,
So we don't
so,
have anything on the agenda yet.
Okay.
I wanted to have this discussion first.
right,
figure out
so
what
we could do
exactly
that
we
in
need to do.
October.
Hmm.
And that's
October.
still just about a year from where we
Mhm.
started this project. And then we're still talking another year.
Mhm.
So,
And then you probably need to see where they're at with it.
Is it October, what would it be 9th?
say second or ninth,
No, it'd be the second.
Be the 2nd?
so October 2nd. I can definitely not be there.
You can definitely not be there.
I'll be in Spain.
Oh,
So I'm positive.
be there.
Actually, I'll be on a flight to
And
Spain.
that's Thursday. I'll be back that evening, so.
So,
Well,
but I mean, if you guys are both gonna be there though,
Yeah, I will be.
yeah.
cause I'm not the.
Either that or we do
I'm not the-
November.
I'm not the legal whiz, but it's like, I think, what I would think would happen is the plan commission would recommend, you guys still have the ultimate authority,
Mm-hmm.
but they would recommend an action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta find out the funding. That's the biggest.
Well, you guys can recommend to the plan commission too.
Yeah,
Well, and can the funding be divided up between like next year and the following year? I mean, it's maybe not the following year.
It would be easier to do this year and next year.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
this year, and next year,
Yeah.
mhm.
final payment made out.
I think you do the October 2nd
Next
meeting. They're
year.
both gonna be here.
Okay.
That'll give us enough time to talk to Shelley as well, too.
And we're sitting
Check.
in that and you're going to Spain.
Yeah,
check with
Sorry.
Brian, see if that'll
Yeah,
fit in with
See,
it.
that's what I
well,
feel,
we need to talk to Brian,
Yeah,
yeah,
so we all. Right,
cause I don't want him to feel like I'm going behind his back.
right, and taking
Yeah.
something from him, but we
We
wanna
need
make
to-
sure it gets done and it stays moving. You would think it would take the weight off of his shoulders
yeah,
for us to do it.
well, when he,
But I suppose we need to talk to Shelley first and then go to Brian.
Yeah,
And,
Yeah, hold that 70 number. We'll just make sure, we'll make sure we show a discount or something.
which number, the 70, at
Yeah,
70
show the
instead of
70.
85?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did,
well,
like,
and,
I just know you guys, it needs to get done and
Does.
from a.
and
growing
we
up in a
don't know how
rural
much,
community, I understand how it is. Budgeting's really hard.
we don't know how much she's already done. That might be of a little bit of a benefit.
Right.
so I'll just spend 70 to 85. We'll just budget for 85. Tell Shelley that, so we,
And if we come out.
worst
15,
case
we're good.
scenario, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll talk to Shelley, then we'll talk to Brian.
We'll give this, I'll give it to Mary and we'll be up here.
That would go towards it. Yeah.
We'll make sure we're here October 2nd.
Okay.
To present, and we'll have the formal proposal then too.
Okay.
And we may just revise that and send it over to you guys. And we can adapt, we can adjust it depending on how it works, but it'll be. I think the right way to phrase this, it's always difficult sometimes when stuff gets partially done. It almost takes more time.
Yes,
to go back
I-
there.
Piece it all together, yeah, figure out
We'll
what
just
they've
do it
done.
all at once.
Yeah.
So. Oh, awesome. I don't have anything else, I don't think.
Okay, I had a couple questions for you. The next ditch we were gonna talk about is Thad Reynolds, and this is a ditch where the landowner has their own ditching machines and everything, and they came in and they're reconstructing our drain.
Okay,
They have, well, first of all, my question to you is, when you have a county regulated drain, or even a main, and you're doing a system drain, how many taps should you allow into that? And then,
so normally you wanna limit those. It makes it better. But if they already did it, like normally you would just do one on each side,
Mhm.
or like when the grade breaks happen, you might have 4 or something like that, but. They just tied every sneaking one of them into it.
Yes,
That's super annoying.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted it for the boards, and
So normally they're
because
supposed
normally
to,
we have them run like a 8-inch main or whatever. And then they
Tie
tap
it
their
to that
main
thing.
into it.
yes, that's the more appropriate
Yeah.
course of action.
They did not get approval from the board to do that. They got
did it.
approval for the main, but not the system drainage that they've done.
Okay,
So I just wanted to get your opinion too on if I was thinking right, that I'm like, you just run your own main, you tap all yours into that, and then you run your main into
right,
your lateral main into the main.
yeah. I mean, normally when you're doing a reconstruction, you might have. Like at the top end, you might have about 6 in a field that get tied in. That's the
Mhm.
point, and most of the time it's typically just,
Well, you say the ditch lasts 80 years and you have to go in and replace it. These people got to pay for that many taps into it.
yeah. It gets, and it causes a problem, those are weak spots, so
Yes.
they end up, that's where they end up failing. In the long
Yeah,
run.
because I've seen that too.
Well, we learned something for sure.
I'm trusting. Yeah,
Yeah,
trusting, I guess
Mhm.
you'd have to say.
yep,
And then also I do need to get with you on that other ditch to have it surveyed,
And stuff. Okay,
because we're not sure which way to go with it a little bit, so we wanted another opinion.
okay.
Did you guys have anything else for?
No.
Okay.
Appreciate the time, you guys got a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah, when he says get her done, having the key favor and the staver, I'm like, okay, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess one thing on the staver, I don't know. But they're probably not trying to plan to close the road or anything like that. Do you guys want anybody up there to take a look at that thing during the course of
I
landscaping?
don't think it would hurt. And the same way with the key favor, when you guys are doing, or when the contractor's doing the road, I always like to have somebody there.
Okay. I just don't know how that would necessarily, we need to think through that a little bit. If you want us there, I would like to be there on the pre-con, just to make sure that like it gets talked about, hey, this is what the expectation is. This is where you're working from, this is
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
That'll be emphasized on the pre-bid, but it's just, I think you want to get that emphasized and then. I feel like that one especially, you're gonna want to have somebody there
Mhm.
quite a bit of the time.
I know Troy wanted to do that one and so did Taylor, so.
for the staver,
Mhm.
I mean, it's a pretty easy one,
It should be easy.
should be easy,
But
right?
you never know.
Yeah,
Soil conditions.
you always find something that.
It's right there next to the road.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were hoping to get that one done this fall, basically, because it is dangerous. And we have all the harvesting traffic and there's a lot of semis going up and down that road right now.
and if the weather holds out and
They could get it
if
done.
we could get it done theoretically, but again, perfect world.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that happens.
Well, let's hope it's a perfect world.
Yeah. Projects I was ever part of, I never counted on a perfect world. So,
It does. It was easier to be done.
mhm.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Joe, for
Cool,
moving
thank
in.
you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Sure. A lot we have to get back with you on.
Yeah. Well,
You starting to catch up a little bit with Max leaving, or
yeah, I got a lot of people helping out, so it's good.
are you gonna replace Max or then?
We got a team effort, yeah.
Okay.
So I got a few folks working
I
on it.
know that. Heard that before.
Yeah, so it's good. I mean, Aiden's helping out with, so we do a lot of dams and levees and stuff, so he's helping out with some of that, and we've got
Mhm.
some younger engineers that are taking over some of the other things, so we're just
Okay.
kind of making it work and as you guys know, I'm sure you guys all know, like just staffing is difficult.
Yes.
Yes.
Keeping the pipeline rolling and doing those things, but it's a good opportunity for learning and growth. So it's pretty neat. It's been fun. So. Cool.
I told him Max when I called, it was right instantly picked up and.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he did. And
It's
that's,
whatever you need, Sherry, I'm right here for you.
yeah, I mean, that's, and kind of from how we want to operate is we like working with the smaller to mid-sized communities. It's
Mhm.
kind of, and you guys need that kind of attention. So, we're not.
Yeah,
out
because
there-
we don't have a bunch of surveyors and engineers on staff.
Right, we're not chasing down like, the big $10 million contracts with NDOT. It's, hey, we're doing a lot more projects, but we're working with kind of this.
Yeah.
And there's just, you guys need that kind of almost owner's representation type thing where, you need a little bit more care to get things across the finish line. So it's fun.
Yeah.
You
Appreciate
get
it.
involved in the communities. It's pretty cool. So,
And you're working on the Salamone too, is that?
yeah, there's an erosion out there by the marina. So that'll be,
Because we're
Yeah,
working
neat.
on that.
yeah, they're afraid that one of the roads is gonna get hit. Actually, they're not afraid. It's gonna go. So.
Nice.
I know, always something, isn't it?
Mhm.
For sure. Well, I
Okay.
appreciate you coming up and thank you for all your time and help that we've had.
Do you want to meet after in a little bit, or
It's-
do you want to get?
I
you got
probably
other
have
stuff you
about
gotta do?
10 minutes here.
Okay,
That would be fine, if you have time.
yeah, we did, I'll block out the whole day.
Okay,
I mean, the longer we go, the easier it gets for me to eat lunch at the Southside Hot Dog Stand group, so. Or whatever, it's fine, but yeah.
so take your mom and dad with you?
Probably should.
I
I'll
think-
actually grab them something to take it down.
He actually has Parker, I don't know if you guys knew. Parker Mays from Southwood works for the company now, and he's actually from Peru area.
The gentleman I was with was very familiar.
No, I don't, I've
Just
never.
couldn't, I kept looking, kept trying to place him, couldn't do it, so. Okay, next on the list, Thad Reynolds. I don't know if we want to talk about it, so all kind of bad.
That was my biggest thing, like how, yeah, if you have that many taps in it, you're weakening your tile, that's when you do it. Of course, they concrete, they stone, but, and like he said, that's usually where you have your problems, is where. Mhm.
You cut into the integrity of that pipe so many times, it's
Mhm.
what happens.
They're both sides of the pipe every 20 to 40 feet. And they're staggered, so at every 20 feet minimum, there is a tap of the pipe.
And there's how many?
Well, they're
We
not
think-
done, but in that section, there's probably
A lot.
They're gonna do the whole thing.
I was shocked with the,
They're gonna do the whole thing like that?
All their field that they own.
Yeah, I think we need. to
Can we
put 'em
stop
back.
it?
for
I mean-
now,
Tell them to change it?
Well,
well, they've
generally,
already got their plan, but
I get it,
we
they got their
approve
plan,
a
but
plan. They're doing a lot that wasn't on the the plan that got approved.
Right. That's what I'm saying, can we,
We can. I probably should
Bring
have
them
had him
in?
come in today and talk to you guys,
I mean, that's.
but I wanted to talk to you first.
I would have him come in at our next meeting
Mhm.
to give us an update for us to talk to them about. And really don't like this, really
Is that what
rather
else?
see you put in
I mean,
a main of a 10 inch or I don't know
Like
what.
it's grown.
you could just say you're not gonna allow it anymore.
Yeah, this,
Well, he does
Well,
have
just that
several
they need, to- but has this
mains.
grown since the last time we've seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it grows every day. It eats.
Wow,
I mean, there's not, I mean. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to put a limit on
Mhm.
yeah.
how
Now,
many they can tap.
what we were concerned with,
stop them right now today.
what we were concerned with is this right here,
Mhm.
and basically Evan said it doesn't go that way.
Bassett's spot and then the other.
This is the
Land over.
Osborne's. He said it doesn't come down in here and do this. He said, if you look at the contours and everything, it doesn't do that. And I said, and we all said, you need to make sure that this person is hooked in. So now he wants to run a line just down in here to it, so it could run this way. Well, Brady and I went out there and found the 8-inch tile that goes,
Right here,
yeah,
Yeah, you can kind of, you can see my shots, it's off to the west a little bit.
yeah, it's actually moved over from what we thought. It's actually right here where he found it.
where
And
that,
he probed it a little ways out into here, and then he kind of lost it. It could be depth, it could have been any reason why he lost it. Yeah, the tile's there,
that's not connected in.
but he's not planning on, he's just gonna go along from here to here. Well, our tile's flowing this way.
Yeah,
He wants it to flow that way. So we do need to talk to him about that, because
How
he
does it
said it-
allow him to change the flow of what the county's already done?
Cause he said it didn't exist.
Mm.
So that's why we went out and dug it up, and it does. There's a tile that exists there. What Braid couldn't find is over here, couldn't find where it comes back out.
So I
So
did a lot of probing.
there is investigation that needs done here. We can't just cut this property off. And Osborne's are aware and they are concerned.
What about Bassett's?
so,
That's
Well, I
what
know,
we've
but you
already
were
had the
concerned.
pictures. We haven't had a significant enough rain to see how that's gonna do yet.
so basically what he's wanting to do is, instead of trying to investigate to see where it comes out
Mhm.
over here, he just wants to
Mm-hmm,
run it to here.
mm-hmm.
Our question is, we haven't checked the hydraulics of it to see if that can hold that water coming back
Well,
that
then
way.
all of this is gonna be,
Yeah,
it's, yeah,
can't do
it
that,
doesn't have an outlet.
yeah. I think we need to
So
have
he
him
needs
come
to
in the
come in.
next meeting and we need to talk about that for sure. And
Mhm.
about, let's stop tapping the line.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It's a lot.
Well, when we went to our meeting, we met up with Huntington County and they're like, have you seen what he's doing out there? And we're, oh yeah. We know what he's doing. They said that is the most massive, with everything that they've done over in their county, this is the most massive thing that they've done. It's right here.
If you drive out there, there's more turned up dirt than not turned up dirt.
Yeah, I believe it.
Can we stop, I mean, in Bud's time? they
It's,
could-
it's gonna have a
they could
lot
do a
on it by
lot.
next week or the week after.
can-
I can contact him and say that the drainage board would like him to stop. Or we all would like him to stop
That
running
make him
taps,
happy,
into-
but-
that many taps into the main.
Yeah, I imagine he'll just keep them. In the
And I-
middle of the night,
Think he'll stop.
he's the type of guy bring floodlights out there, just
Mhm.
keep going.
I would agree. I don't think he's gonna stop either. I mean, we can suggest it.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't suggest it, I'm just saying.
He's not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care that he's putting the line in, right? But
Mhm.
stop doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which you really didn't give him permission for all his
Correct.
taps.
what we need to stop them.
And that's
say.
what I wanted to talk to you too, because some counties have an ordinance for you pay so much for every tap.
And these other taps, that you see, like on the other branch to the east. That's a 12 inch. This 12 inch is coming to take water from over here. That I believe is an 18 that comes off here. It's gonna take all their system drainage. This is a 21 that's gonna come out somewhere in here. I mean, they're astronomically
He has
sized
storm
taps.
crews basically in his field.
Yeah. This is great. Okay, I would say. Go out and talk to them, let them say, we need to stop tapping it.
Mhm.
We didn't give permission for that. Drainage board didn't give permission to that.
Wasn't even on the plans.
No,
No,
I don't think it'll stop, but at least we're gonna say we
So
did.
basically, he misled us.
So we learned on this.
Ask,
one,
ask
we're
for
not doing
forgiveness
this
later
again.
is the rule.
I think
I don't even know if he'll ask.
if he
for forgiveness.
refuses to
Right.
stop,
What was done.
and then
It's his land, it's his,
can we issue a stop work order?
I don't know, that's a legal question.
Yeah. Something we can ask Mark. But at least go out there tomorrow and say, hey,
We can't
you
have
can't have all
every
these
one of them
taps.
taps in.
And if they got a problem, they come talk to us and we'll
He
put
needs-
them on the agenda for the
He needs
next
to run a
meeting.
main and tap
Mhm.
into that.
Yep,
Mhm.
would agree. I guess just
And
let me
so they'll
know,
just stop work order.
yes. Yes.
He's a challenge.
Mhm.
You have no ditch claims. You have a pond.
Okay,
He's fun.
And this is where it's no adverse effect on any county.
Rick Evanston. Timothy,
Seems like we had that name before.
I don't know, is he still fireman?
This is his dad.
Oh, it's his dad.
I say, I don't know him, so.
Well, Rick's is Timothy as well,
Yeah.
but he goes by Rick,
Yeah.
yeah. He graduated with my brother. Entertain a motion for one small pond.
Give a favorable recommendation to the planning commission.
I'll second that.
Motion a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
There's on your little ditch. That's off his little ditch. Approvals.
Mini barn and playhouse. Deck and lean-to.
Some of them have already been put up, reassessment cost.
Deck and patio.
See, I'm not sure. It depends on how big the mini barn is, but
Like above ground pool, I don't even care about that one.
That's what I said, I don't, above ground pools.
yeah,
Right. You can put them up one year and have them down the next.
Shed.
Like the shed that you just sit on the ground that gets dumped off of the truck.
Yeah, I mean, like something like that's a little bit bigger, okay, full barn there, bigger size, makes sense. About a 21, another above ground pool. Like the little red dot on there, that's the spigot,
Yes.
that like,
And like I said, some of those pools are from reassessment too. If people think they can just put up a little pool and. I get it. I
Well,
wish
it's not
they
an
could, but-
in-ground.
I know, but it's, they still assess them. Assessing's getting. Quite difficult.
they building a home,
Speaking of which, we need that Peter bone there.
where it will be. Back on, I think he sold, I think the Smiths sold him some land,
I'll tell you right here, there's, yeah.
yeah.
kind of think it's their job to furnish us with a recommendation. I'm not
Who's John? Oh,
the assessors.
you said that before,
Worst is I'm in the middle of something, here they come.
so do we need to just go down and
I think.
talk to her and see if she's
Do you
got
agree,
somebody?
Shelley, to replace Terry.
Me.
On the,
Do we go,
I think they should furnish us with a recommendation,
Oh,
rather
and
than?
then we
because
just
need to
approve it. I
replace
don't
him.
know that it's our
Do trustees?
job to hunt
those
a
people?
replacement for them. I kind of think the last ones, like when John Rosine was added on. Trying to
There's
think,
some more of them too. Pool, above ground pools and sheds and
I assume all those above ground pools have been found since I mean, they've been.
Probably most times reassessment.
kind of think before they furnished us with a recommendation, just like we did on this morning on the Lake and Sewer District.
yeah.
I don't know that it's our job to find them.
No, they
Okay,
usually.
so we just need to see if
See
she's
if we
got
get a
somebody.
recommendation
Yeah.
for somebody to go, to be appointed there. Would agree.
Who's going off of the sewer district?
Cindy Hall,
Oh, I didn't know she was on it. Or is she the one they want on it?
No, Pence.
Pence, Cindy
Cindy
Pence.
Pence. You had to have the name of Cindy apparently to be on.
I didn't know
Right.
Cindy Hall was
Cindy
on
was-
it.
When you make a motion for these, don't.
Yeah.
She's got the other,
Okay,
the whole folder.
I'll move we
Approve them.
approve it.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those same. Motion carries.
Okay, that's all we have unless you guys can.
And I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those same. Motion carries. We're adjourned. How was it, Ryan? It wasn't bad, was it?
He's like, did we do something?
Which one? This